Glad to have you with us from Stillwater, Oklahoma, Boone Pickens Stadium. It's the Syracuse Orange and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the Cowboys head coach told me before the game, he is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And here comes Drew Mestamaker, an incoming transfer out of the portal from North Texas. He had an electric day last time out, throwing for more than 400 yards while completing better than 70% of his passes. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Second down, going to throw it. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
He'll throw on third down. Right side, it's Jones. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Fresh set of downs going up top. That's caught. It's Jones. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Running inside, it's Jones. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
He's got the back in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Cowboys come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Just barely got rid of it.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Fighting off the defender. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a 4th down.
That's caught. It's Green. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Wants to throw again. Out wide right, it's Young. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The Cowboys, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Making the adjustment on the play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Running the red zone, it's Jones. Stopped right there.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. Wants to pass. Looking to get it in. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Gets it into the end zone.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get in this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
Offense working from the pistol. Miller with the ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second and long here. They'll run him again. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. As they get set to snap it. About to reach the end of the quarter. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this 3rd down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Throwing and jelly. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And right down the middle. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter.
Number 47 sets a kickoff.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. Third down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Changing the routes with his receivers. Got to make the play on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Got it behind the line. It's Weaver. Could not make his way to the corner.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. From the gun on third down, Steve Angeli. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Syracuse looking for the 4th down conversion. Steve Angeli makes a grab past the marker. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. It's been a rough start for these guys, and you look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays. And once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. They picked the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kick? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. From the gun, it's Page. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unleashes one. Right side, it's Page. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The snap sets up to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. And the Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw one first. Still looking to his right. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Angeli finds his man down the middle. Turns it on down the left side. He's inside the 40. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Straight ahead, it's Johnson. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They go play action with Angeli. Tight end finds a soft spot. The Cowboys will use their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Angeli from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, and he's lucky to get that one back.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Trying to get the corner. He'll pitch it. There he goes. Then got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cuse. Great job by the back on the option.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. Got a little room. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Drops back on first down. Caught. The Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hits inside, it's Mason. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's got it. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a get off a couple more plays.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Spits it out to the back. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 13 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Gators. able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. The outcome today brings them to 4-1 on the season. That is a solid start. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications. We shift our attention back to our game here in Boone. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's head back to the home of the Pokes and Boone Pickens Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Now here's Steve Angeli. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Johnson. They were all over it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. First play of this drive. Out of the backfield, he's open. Turning it on! Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Rolls right. They use the sideline and get him out of bounds right at the 9.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick it.
Touchdown, Cowboys! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He's got it in the end zone, and they've sliced it down to a 2-point game. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Throwing and gelling. Left side, it's Johnson. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Fresh center downs going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Turns it upfield. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Syracuse will send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, David.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Trying to establish the run. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. All by himself. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like that, right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the sideline, trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden he gets crossed up, and that's just too easy giving up that first down.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down. A nice play there, and that is likely how we'll put the finishing touches on this period. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Quick give. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They're going to ride this running back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Cowboys! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. He'll bring it out. It's Stokes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. And Jelly on the play action. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Now here's Angeli. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Oklahoma State sideline. I can see developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those...
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win it.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're
hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. 4th down, down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Steve Angeli hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Needs it. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. The defense working to manage that clock. They use the timeout, 1:55 remaining. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They want that clock to run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on 3rd down coming up. Let's call it 3rd and interesting, right? Top clock ticking down. Do I trust my QB to throw the football? I got the lead. I want that clock to continue to roll.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Orange call their 3rd timeout, and that's the last time they can stop the clock. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop it.
The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st. Escapes the pressure going right. Makes the grab. And they swarm him under.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The run inside. It's Jones. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Drops back on 1st down. On the move, he fires. Out wide right, it's pulled. Touchdown, Cowboys! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This is
pulls it in on the right. Down inside the 35. Stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Long way to go on second down. Angelic. Myers on the move. Intercepted to stop the threat. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? And they'll be able to run out the clock.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Second and long here. Quarterback changing the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Cole. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. And the Cowboys come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got the back over the middle. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continues.
Makes a grab and room to run. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And they spike the ball. That's a bit of a surprise. You don't see that very often when you have the lead. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to throw. On target to the left. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guy's catch.
Unloads it downfield. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.